My beloved child, hear my urgent call. Every moment you hesitate is a moment lost from the miracles I am ready to unveil in your life. I see every tear you shed and every burden you bear, and I am here to transform your pain into hope and victory. Do not delay. Step boldly into my presence now, for I am orchestrating wonders that will change your destiny forever. Stay with me until the very end and witness the power of my love and promise unfolding in your life. I notice every thought that passes through your mind, and I hear every cry that comes from the depths of your soul. Even when you felt overlooked or forgotten, I have never turned away from you. My goal each day is to show you how beloved you are and to remind you that no matter what heartache or uncertainty you face, I stand beside you. When fear presses heavily on your spirit, remember that my presence goes before you. I have witnessed your growth, your stumbles, and your moments of rising again. In your hardest hours, you reached out to me, and I drew near with limitless compassion. My love neither weakens when you struggle nor diminishes when you doubt. Instead, it grows stronger, lifting you above the shadows that try to extinguish your hope. Whenever weariness weighs you down, you may find rest in my arms. I will protect and sustain you with the warmth of my everlasting care. You exist for a distinct purpose, and your life continuously testifies to my promise to remain with you through every season. If tears must flow, let them come, for I understand your sorrow. Releasing your hidden burdens invites the healing that I am eager to provide. Do not believe you must be flawless when you come to me. I see your strengths, yet I am also aware of your imperfections. My dear child, I am here to liberate you from the guilt that imprisons your heart and from the regrets that suggest you are unworthy of my affection. To me, you have always held immeasurable worth. My intention is to guide you onward, hand in hand, with patience and gentleness, that you might discover forgiveness and the profound restoration I offer. When obstacles tower like mighty giants, you may question your ability to persist. Let me reassure you, you are far more capable than you know, for my spirit lives within you, renewing your determination each morning. Challenges will arise, storms will rage, and voices will insist you cannot prevail. Still, in those moments of trial, continue looking toward me. Let my words illuminate your heart with truth and light. When you are overwhelmed, I will be your peace. When your body grows tired, I will be your strength. And when confusion takes hold, I will guide you back to the path of clarity and hope. Sometimes you might feel you have drifted too far or that your mistakes are too great. Perhaps shame tells you it is impossible to return to me. These whispers are false. Whenever you feel lost, I stand ready with open arms to welcome you. I see beyond your failures and recognize who you truly are. You were created with a unique purpose that no one else can fulfill. Even if you doubt yourself, I believe in you. My mercy renews itself again and again, refreshing your spirit like morning dew. Present your worries to me, pour out your heart without restraint, and I will comfort you with assurance, solace, and the power to overcome every difficulty. I care about all that concerns you, your loved ones, your relationships, and your daily needs. I pay attention to every detail, your cherished aspirations, your quiet prayers, the heavy loads you carry alone. Let me bear those burdens. Hand me your anxieties and release the tension gripping your heart. Breathe deeply and receive the peace I am offering you. Do not be discouraged by a path that seems long or uncertain. I have already measured every step and prepared the solutions you require. You are not confronting this world on your own. My heavenly servants are poised to protect you, and my nearness is your safe haven whenever you call my name. Continue depending on my strength, and do not let your courage waver. If you trip, I will help you regain your footing, dust you off, and remind you that nothing can separate you from my everlasting love. There will be moments when doubt or disheartenment creeps in, convincing you that I am distant. Know that I see the struggles within your mind, how one thought can draw you near to me or plunge you into despair. When you focus on my words of comfort, you will find hope flowing through your heart. Cling to faith, even if you tremble, and watch as I transform obstacles into stepping stones, mourning into dance, and sorrow into joy. No matter how loudly negativity shouts, my voice speaks with greater authority, certainty, and kindness. From the day of your birth, I have been observing you. During those seasons of anguish when you believed joy would never return, I stayed by your side, speaking words of encouragement. My love far exceeds your understanding, for I crafted your heart to receive an unfathomable depth of affection. In your darkest grief, call out to me. I will arrive gently but with unwavering resolve to lift you from any pit. The very same love that first whispered your name will journey with you through all your days, steadying your steps, healing your wounds, and reassuring you that you are cherished at all times. I am fully aware of the troubles enclosing you, financial worries, conflicts at home, health concerns. None of these slip past my notice. Others may overlook your struggles or criticize your distress, but I do not. Instead, I extend my hand so you can grip it for strength and deliverance. You were never meant to carry these weights on your own. Release them into my safekeeping and watch me transform impossibilities into testimonies of grace. My plan for you is rich with purpose, love, and new beginnings, not destruction. Place the heaviness of your cares in my hands and let me lead you to a horizon of enduring peace and fulfillment. When your tears threaten to fall and you lack the words to describe your pain, I am near. Speak from the deepest parts of your heart. Allow your tears to become your prayer, for I understand them before they ever leave your eyes. In those quiet, vulnerable moments, my comforting touch rests upon you. I am not confined by time or distance. My power can pierce the darkest night and plant a seed of hope that will flourish when daylight returns. Take courage. You are never forsaken. You belong to me. And from the beginning, I have called you by a name that reflects my endless love. Beloved child, a precious soul, a treasure to my heart. You may question why I allow struggles to cross your path. Hardships often refine your faith. I do not desire to see you in pain, yet I know that adversity can nurture qualities like endurance, wisdom, and character within you. Have no fear of these trials, for I stand with you in each one, offering my hand to ensure you never walk alone. Every triumph you achieve testifies to your perseverance. Each sorrow you bear expands your empathy for others. Surrender any bitterness that tries to latch onto your heart. Let my love soften any place where pain or disappointment has settled. Through every long night, I prepare a dawn of renewal. When you face scorn or false predictions about your future, remember that I alone hold your destiny. Hurtful words may sting for a while, but they cannot overturn what I have declared over your life. Your path is one of victory, wholeness, and spiritual freedom. I wove into your being the capacity to dream, to hope, and to welcome growth beyond anything you now comprehend. If you cling to me and trust the promises I have spoken, you will see your perspective shift. Barriers that once felt immovable will crumble, and doors of blessing will swing open. Even when it feels as though everything is unraveling, know that I am quietly orchestrating events for your benefit. If your body weakens under illness or stress, never conclude that I have left you behind. Bring your pain to me and allow my peace, beyond human comprehension, to envelop you. I will be there, granting you resilience to endure and patience to accept my timing. Even if healing does not come as you hoped or when you hoped, do not let go of hope itself. I see the grand design of your life and know precisely how to mold each piece into something splendid, rising from the most difficult experiences. Though my methods may seem hidden, do not doubt that I arrange everything for the good of those who refuse to let go of my hand. In the relentless pace of everyday life, it is easy to lose sight of me amid your responsibilities, obligations, and the unending flow of information. I understand how draining this can be, but I invite you to step away periodically, even briefly, and rest in my presence. Soothe your soul in my peace. Listen for my gentle whisper in your heart that reminds you, You are loved, you matter, and your life is uniquely precious. My companionship is not confined to holy spaces or ceremonial occasions. I join you in your office halls, travel with you in your car, and accompany you as you care for loved ones. Wherever you go, I am there, ready to revive your spirit if you open yourself to me. If guilt weighs you down, leaving you uncertain of my acceptance, cast off those worries. My forgiveness is inexhaustible, and my love does not depend on your successes or failures. I search your heart. When you come to me sincerely, ready to walk away from what caused you pain, I cleanse you. I remove the weight of shame, enabling you to step forward in confidence. Do not dwell on past mistakes. Once I have forgiven you, they lose their hold on your future. Trust me enough to move on, leaving behind every chain pulling you backward. Notice the new opportunities I am laying before you. Perhaps you reflect on parts of your life with regret, choices that brought harm to you or to others, relationships cut short, or a lingering sense of betrayal. Know that I can heal even the deepest wounds you thought would never mend. Hand them over to me, and I will restore what has been broken. Healing often comes in stages, so don't be startled if it requires time. Let my light seep in a bit more each day, trusting that I am renewing you from the inside out. One morning, you will awaken to realize that the burdens you once considered impossible to bear have been lifted, replaced by a steady reassurance that your heart rests securely in my care. Release your fears about the future. Worry seeks to grip your heart, filling your mind with anxiety over tomorrow. Remember that I have already paved the way, preparing each step. If you walk with me, day by day, you will see doors opening exactly when needed. Resources and connections will appear in ways you never expected, proving my power to accomplish more than you imagine. Hold on to gratitude and let your faith strengthen with every provision, answered prayer, or even moments of silence. Despite not understanding all things right now, trust my greater vision, rooted in unwavering love for your ultimate good. Certain days, you may feel burdened by your own sorrows or by the pain you see in the world, hatred, cruelty, and injustice. It can make you wonder if goodness stands a chance. My precious child, do not surrender hope. My heart aches with yours when I see wrongdoing and brokenness, yet I've placed you here as a beacon of light. Let your conduct, your words, and your compassion reflect my character. Even small acts of kindness can spark waves of healing far beyond your view. When you choose mercy, you mirror my nature. When you offer encouragement, you echo my voice. When you extend love to those who seem unlovable, you channel grace that can soften even the toughest ground. You do not stand alone. I walk with you, multiplying your efforts and comforting your spirit when you feel disheartened. Some will fail to understand your devotion to me. They may mock you or question why you persist in trusting a promise they cannot see. Remember, I do not force anyone to believe. Respond with love anyway. Be patient. Let your life demonstrate the transformation I have worked in you. Over time, some may be drawn to the peace you exhibit, to the joy that perseveres despite trials, and the enduring strength you show under pressure. In this way, they might come to know me through you. Persist in love and trust me to touch their hearts in ways beyond your capability. Always recall that I long to bring them close, just as I drew you near. Let this day remind you that I am forever attentive to you. I hear the silent sighs of your heart and the profound desire for purpose and belonging. You were fashioned for much more than a repetitive routine. You were meant to live fully, side by side with me, learning how to love unconditionally and give blessings without hesitation. If you allow me, I will broaden your capacity to care for others, to serve humbly, and to spark hope. This life of abundance might not be glamorous, but it overflows with meaning and promise. You will wake each morning with expectation, freed from the dread of failure and the worry of not measuring up. My grace completes what you cannot, allowing you to unfold into the individual I intended you to be. Your home matters to me, whether it resonates with laughter or is tense with conflict. If you give me the chance, I will pour unity and love into your family. Where relationships have frayed, Invite me into the fractures. Speak to me about unspoken grievances, misunderstandings, and lingering anger. I am the one who heals, guides in forgiveness, and renews bonds that feel beyond rescue. If you entrust your household to me, you will observe change unfolding day by day. Welcome my influence and see bitterness replaced by empathy and a willingness to listen. Don't lose heart if the process of change extends longer than you desire. Recognize that each instance of love, each prayer, and each kind word makes room for miracles in the souls of those around you. During lonely seasons, when it appears that companions have drifted away, never forget that I remain with you. Human ties can fail or fade, yet my love endures perpetually. Let me occupy that emptiness within, so you do not search in harmful places for affirmation. Draw close to me. I will stand as your unfailing companion, a confidant who fully comprehends you. Share your sorrows, your joys, and your private emotions with me, knowing that I will never shame you for any frailty, nor misuse your secrets. My care for you runs deep, and each moment you dedicate to our bond delights me. When destructive habits or unwanted patterns threaten to pull you away, remember I can show you a path to freedom. Temptations and compulsions might feel inescapable, but my power outmatches any force that enslaves. I offer you true liberty. Hand me every harmful urge and seek my assistance daily. While temptations may still arise, you will have an enduring source of strength. You will discover deeper reliance on me, stepping away from the traps that once held you back. I celebrate your progress, even the smallest victories, and I am ready to bolster you when you feel uncertain. Lean on me and grow more resilient, understanding that your struggles do not define you. Instead, you are marked by grace that helps you prevail. There may be moments when the meaning of your existence seems questionable. You might compare yourself to others' talents or resources, feeling lacking. Do not measure yourself by human yardsticks. Gaze toward me, and I will reveal the gifts I have placed within you, gifts awaiting recognition, care, and empowerment for your unique role. You were created with a singular blend of talents, aspirations, and life experiences that set you apart. Entrust those attributes to my direction, and you will do things you never thought were possible. You will become a beacon of hope for those who require exactly what you possess. Remember, my definition of success seldom matches that of the world. I treasure humility, integrity, and love far more than worldly praise. As you follow my heart, you will discover a level of fulfillment that transcends passing acknowledgments. Do not fear the uncertainties of tomorrow. Many will try to instill dread by predicting turmoil ahead. Yet under my care, you can hold on to one certainty. I remain steadfast, even when life seems unstable. I am your unmoving foundation. I have spoken promises that no worldly matter can undo. Embrace my assurance that you are safe with me. Your faith acts as armor to protect you from despair. Keep it strong by staying near to me. Surround yourself with reminders of my unwavering love through my words of truth, uplifting music, or companionship with those who share hope. Storms will arise, but they will not carry you off. You will stand firm, guided by my spirit, and illuminated by my light in the darkest clouds. Should anger accumulate in your heart over injustices against you, or if resentment sets in after repeated hurts, surrender these emotions to me. Allow me to pull up the bitterness from its roots and replace it with peace. Forgiving is not about excusing wrongdoing. It is about preventing bitterness from poisoning your soul. I will bring healing to you, and possibly even to those who harmed you. Mercy is not a sign of weakness. In truth, it reveals extraordinary strength. Forgiveness breaks the chains that anchor you to the past, opening the way for my grace to flow where it once could not. Entrust to me whatever lies outside your control. Watching your faith grow fills me with joy. Any gesture of trust on your part warms my heart, for it shows a readiness to believe I can accomplish beyond what you can achieve alone. Do not fear that your faith is inadequate. Focus on the faith you do possess, no matter how small it may feel. Plant it in the soil of my promises and see it develop into a formidable force. Each time you lean on my strength over your own, you deepen the roots of that faith. In time, looking back will astonish you at how much your faith has matured, realizing every battle was never pointless, but a setting where your dependence on me solidified into unshakable confidence. I am aware you sometimes hesitate to pray, worried you lack the right words or sufficient holiness. Please know how I delight in even your simplest, most authentic conversation. Speak to me as you would to a cherished friend, sharing your joys, difficulties, ambitions, and uncertainties. You can reveal anything to me. Inviting me into your thoughts brings me immeasurable joy. I will meet you just where you are, whether your prayer is eloquent or merely a sigh. My love for you does not hinge on perfect wording, but on the genuineness of your heart. Come to me often, discovering that prayer is not just a ritual, but a nurturing relationship that reshapes your life. The demands of the world might convince you that you are not doing enough, that you must accelerate or reach unrealistic goals. Breathe, my child. I did not create you to be consumed by ceaseless demands. I designed you to know both fulfilling work and restorative rest. It is fine, indeed vital, to pause, recover, and reassess when you are worn out. I am able to accomplish my purposes during your rest, just as I do when you are active. Let go of any pressure to constantly prove yourself. You are already loved. Your worth lies in who you are to me, rather than in how many tasks you complete. If shame arises from past failures, recall that my transforming power can redeem even your worst mistakes. I am an expert in bringing renewal. Nothing is beyond repair. I can revive your heart, renew your relationships, and reclaim lost opportunities. Offer me your pain and regrets, trusting that my plans remain intact. I will weave redemption into every hidden corner, fashioning a life radiating with hope. This process may unfold slowly, but each time you draw nearer to me, you leave the shadows behind. Believe me, capable of breathing life into places you deemed barren. When you suspect I have stopped caring, think of all the ways I have guided you away from danger, consoled you in grief, or shielded you without your notice. I am constantly at work. My unseen shield surrounds you, unwavering yet invisible to your eyes. As each morning dawns, remember, I have already gone ahead, preparing new mercies. Block out hopelessness and tune in to my voice, proclaiming grace, encouragement, and fresh starts. You may feel weighed down by an issue you have prayed over for what feels like forever. Even when no progress appears, resist concluding that I have disregarded you. My timing differs from yours, yet it is always intentional. Often I arrange matters in the background, aligning details you cannot yet perceive to bring about the highest good. While you wait, lean on me and let patience shape your soul. My silence does not imply I am absent. Continue praying, keep your trust alive, and stay open to the possibility that my answer could arrive in a form you do not anticipate. I am not confined by your expectations. My ways are beyond, and my sight extends across all of your path. Remember the depth of my compassion. I see your exhaustion and frustration when life overwhelms you. Picture yourself gently setting your burdens at my feet. Envision me lifting them from your shoulders and providing rest. Pride or fear might lead you to resist my help, but my arms remain open, my grace abundantly sufficient. Allow yourself to be held. In that surrender, you experience a relief beyond anything the world can give. You realize you are safe, wholly embraced, and your heart breathes freely again. You will also remember that you are never alone, for I am always here, sustaining you with boundless love. Dare to dream anew, regardless of how many disappointments have worn you down. The dreams within you are not foolish. Often I plant desires in your soul that resonate with my own heart. Believe that you can aim high, trusting me to refine your vision into something beneficial, not just for you, but for many. I hold unlimited creativity, breathing fresh life into plans you once thought dead. With me, hope prevails, even in the deepest darkness. Do not let fear of failure immobilize you. Focus on the divine possibilities that emerge when your dreams align with my love and purpose. Some may declare life meaningless or call hope an illusion. Remain steadfast, knowing I am the true source of hope. Your life bears importance because I formed you with intention. Cling to my presence, which saturates every moment with meaning. When despair or cynicism seeps in, look to my promises. Recall how often I have intervened, my history of faithfulness forming a reliable bedrock for future challenges. My presence empowers you to approach each day with confidence, not from your own strength, but from the unchanging certainty of mine. When you meet people who are hurting, extend the same mercy and compassion I have given you. Be kind, be gentle, be patient. Countless souls hunger to be noticed and understood. Offer an attentive ear, a soothing word, or a supportive gesture. In so doing, you display my heart for those in distress, opening a channel for healing that may alter their life's path. You do not require a grand stage to make a lasting difference in another's life. Small deeds of kindness echo through eternity, each valuable in my eyes. Trust that no good you do is wasted in the kingdom of grace. If you have endured rejection or betrayal, I grieve with you. I know how deeply it wounds, feeding mistrust and leaving scars. Yet, I am the one who repairs shattered spirits. I can guide you to relationships that affirm your worth and enrich your life. Do not lock your heart away from love because of past hurts. Let me help you heal, lest the protective barriers you erected also block genuine bonds. You are made to connect, share, and relate in ways mirroring the closeness I seek with you. Hand me the fragments of your brokenness, and I will shape them into a radiant mosaic of grace and redemption. I continue writing new chapters into your life story. You are not confined by former mistakes. You can choose new directions under my wisdom at any time. When you feel uncertain, bring your doubts to me. Allow me to fill you with clarity, illuminating a road shaped by my truth. Whenever confusion looms, remember I am not the creator of chaos but of peace. I desire to grant you stability and confidence, not perpetual indecision. Raise your eyes to me, and I will guide you, even if it's only one step at a time. That single act of faith may be all you need to keep moving forward. Certain I will show you the next step. Each morning when you awaken, recognize my presence beside you. Thank me for watching over you in the night, for granting you another chance to learn, to love, and to grow. As light fills the sky, let your heart open to the fresh mercies waiting for you. Though the day may bring challenges, remember that I stand with you, delivering strength and grace. At day's end, as you reflect on both triumphs and stumbles, surrender them all to me. Rest knowing your life is wrapped in my kindness. In the rhythm of day and night, you will uncover countless reasons to be thankful, reasons to hold on to hope, and reasons to trust in me. I want you to move forward without fear. You are not chained to your past hurts or your future worries. You are free to stand tall, supported by the power of heaven that never falters. If your mind insists you are not worthy, counter those lies with my truth. You are beloved, you are invaluable, you are redeemable. Guard this reassurance in your heart. When you feel fragile, hold fast to me, and I will lend you unshakable confidence. Step boldly into the future, embracing lessons learned, but leaving behind the weight of shame or terror. My arms remain open, ever ready to stabilize you. My beloved child, I see the dreams once alive in your heart, the hopes you left behind in fear they were impossible. Let me reawaken them and breathe new vigor into them. Trust that, guided by my hand, any postponement or diversion can become a source of renewal. Many visions must endure testing and waiting to rise purified, fit for a higher calling. Do not relinquish the ambitions I placed within you. Nurture them, lay them in prayer, and prepare to act when I open the right door. Welcome the calm I wish to share with you. Rest, confident that I care about every twist and turn of your path. Multiple voices around you may insist that your situation is hopeless or that you have wandered too far. Do not allow these doubts to overpower the truth I have embedded in you. There is a haven in my presence, a quiet place where you can set aside your burdens. There, you may breathe free from anxiety, weep if necessary, and let go of the swirling, fearful thoughts. You are never truly alone, never beyond my grasp, and I will guide you through even the most perplexing chapters of life. Memories might surface without warning, summoning regret or guilt. You could relive choices you wish you could change, yet I ask you to see that I am doing something new in you, a restorative work that does not concentrate on past wrongs. I see farther than you can, noticing your willingness to evolve, to learn, and to become ever more compassionate. If you remain anchored in old mistakes that cannot be undone, you might hinder yourself from embracing my grace in the present. Allow my love to wash over those memories, stripping them of the power to keep hurting you. You will realize that through my forgiveness, you perceive a bigger picture of who you are becoming. There is no chapter of your life that I cannot redeem once you give it to me. I know the battles you fight in your mind. Sometimes you imagine worst-case scenarios. Other times, unresolved issues weigh you down, making you question your strength to prevail. In those instances, redirect your focus toward me. I am the giver of genuine peace, pledging to strengthen your mind if you fix your heart on me. You are free to surrender your worries. I do not ask you to bury them, but to bring them into my light, where you can discover that no challenge is beyond my capacity. Even when solutions do not instantly appear, simply drawing near to me can calm turmoil and grant the stillness needed for clarity. Let my compassion flood your heart, most of all when sorrow stirs or apprehensions about the future intensify. Let those struggles lead you to me instead of driving you away. If you can't find the right words or coherent prayers, I already understand your unspoken needs. A heartfelt "help me" or "stay with me" is enough to move my hand. In the vulnerability of such honesty, I respond with unwavering gentleness. Even when words fail, I grasp the silent plea of your spirit and hold you close. Pause and notice your breath, the steady pulse within you, and the spark of life in your eyes. These remind you that my sustaining power enfolds you. Each new day extends fresh possibilities, limitless mercy that renews itself. You need not tremble at the unknown. My care delves into every unseen part of tomorrow. Even now, I am aligning people and circumstances so they meet you at just the right time. You are not required to fix every issue at once. Your task is simply to trust me, one step after another. As you move forward, guided by my voice, my mercy will match your every need. When discouragement tries to settle in, question it. Reflect on the triumphs that once seemed unattainable. You have grown from unpredicted lessons and received glimmers of my love that anchored you during your darkest nights. Use those memories to reinforce your hope whenever negativity attempts to engulf you. You remain here, forging ahead, carried by my strength. Let this knowledge refresh your soul. I am far from done working in your life. Where you see an ending, I may be opening the door to a new chapter. I transform all things for good, and not a single setback exists that my grace cannot redeem. I never dismiss your anguish or the tears you weep. Every tear matters to me, a window into your heart's yearning for relief. Whether you cry out of isolation, betrayal, uncertainty, or another pain, I am prepared to gather your tears and convert them into stories of resilience. Do not hide your sorrow or feel shame in releasing it. Authentic lament can be a path to healing. I long for you to trust me not only with your happiness but also with your distress. I am able to hold every part of your experience and provide relief beyond any transient comfort. Bring every part of yourself to me, including your hurt and your grief. In that vulnerable transparency, you will find an intimacy and a bond of trust that cannot be broken. If forgiveness is difficult because someone wronged you deeply, remember that I see the pain under your anger. Forgiveness does not nullify injustice. Rather, it frees you from vengeance and bitterness. I can lead you through the process of letting go, ensuring bitterness no longer chains you to past events. Where your ability to forgive falls short, my limitless grace can fill in the gaps. Eventually, you may realize that releasing resentment made room for deeper empathy and compassion, even for those who hurt you. When you feel misunderstood or wrongly accused, Let me defend you. You might be tempted to retaliate or prove yourself worthy in the eyes of others. But my child, I am your shield. Should you remain consistent in me, I will transform untruths into building blocks that foster your spiritual growth. Cling to integrity, speak with honesty, and surrender what lies outside your influence. Always remember that your true worth is never anchored in human perception. I have already deemed you beyond measure. No harsh word or misguided judgment can revoke that. I have designed a purpose for you, and negative rumors cannot thwart my plan to fulfill the good work I began in you. Welcome my presence into your home, allowing it to flourish there. Even in tense environments, never forget I can speak calm into the mightiest storm. Lift up every person who shares your living space, trusting that I alone comprehend every heart. While frustrations may fuel anger, call upon my spirit to help you speak gently, facilitating healing rather than greater division. If wounds run deep, refuse to abandon hope for reconciliation. I can restore even the most severed connections, though the process could be long, marked by the need for everyone's willingness. Continue praying, loving, and believing. I specialize in transforming turmoil into harmony, especially when you dedicate your home to my steadfast hands. If upon glancing at the broader world, you witness endless conflict, injustice, and escalating brokenness, I understand how discouragement can take root. You might doubt whether change for the better is possible, yet I remind you, I am love, and I have planted that same seed of love in you. Never minimize the effect of a small kindness or a sincere prayer. A single compassionate act can ripple outward in ways you may never witness firsthand. You are not tasked with fixing all things. You are called to shine in your own sphere. Align your actions with my care for those in need. By doing so, you serve as a living proof that hope and empathy remain vital, that healing can blossom in even the most challenging circumstance. In whatever job, task, or duty life presents you, invite me to be part of it. Whether you look after a family member, run a business, or engage in studies, your work acquires lasting value when it reflects my heart. Approach each responsibility with diligence, aware that I see and honor your sincere efforts. Even the ordinary can become a conduit of blessing when done with a spirit of goodness. Understand that your identity and worth do not hinge on titles or achievements, but on the love and authenticity you bring to your action. I do not appear only in grand feats of success. I am just as present in quiet acts of service. In every endeavor, I walk at your side, pleased to collaborate with you. When you yearn for clarity, bring all your plans to me. Reveal your hopes and anxieties, your excitement and uncertainties. Then pause and be open to subtle ways I might answer. A distinct sense of peace, a timely word from someone you trust, or an unexpected door opening. I may also shut certain doors to protect you from unseen pitfalls, pointing you toward paths of deeper fulfillment. Practicing patience tests your faith. Believe my timing, shaped by perfect love and wisdom, will not fail you. Reflect on the passions within you, the talents or visions you once postponed. Examine whether they embody service, integrity, and compassion. If they do, don't disregard them. Entrust them to me in prayer. Let me refine them and watch how I direct them. I do not give talents arbitrarily. They align with my larger tapestry for your life. If those dreams are genuine, they will spark blessing for others and build your own character. Avoid the snare of comparing your journey to another's. You have a singular calling shaped by your personal experiences. Embrace the spot I've placed you in, and you'll discover a contentment not found by pursuing someone else's dream. In seasons of physical challenges or frail health, you may worry I have abandoned you, yet I remain the sustainer of your spirit. Seek professional care, heed sound advice, and trust me to bolster you in weakness. Within times of illness, profound closeness and revelation can occur. Often, in vulnerability, hearts are more receptive to my presence. Let me steady you in your discomfort and soothe you in a way no other can. Perhaps silent wounds from harsh words or unfair actions weigh on you. You may carry the echoes of old hurts, influencing how you view yourself and interact with others. Rest assured, I see these hidden injuries and feel compassion for them. My healing touch can reach into those deep recesses, restoring wholeness where you suspected nothing but brokenness could remain. The journey might involve gradual changes, gleaned through prayer, reflection on my love, or earnest conversation with a trusted ally. It might also come in a burst of insight that frees you from long-ingrained negative self-perceptions. Either way, by persistently inviting me into those corners of your heart, I will guide you toward liberation and a healthier self-view. Should you question whether you truly merit my love, remember, my affection flows not from your merits, but from who I am. I chose to love you long before you acknowledged me. You can neither earn my love nor destroy it. It stands firm, illuminating every inch of your life. Even when you doubt your own worth, I see in you an immeasurable value. I fashioned you for a purpose, hoping you might finally look at yourself through my eyes. Treasured, deserving, boundlessly loved. Dismiss the notion that you must be perfect to earn my kindness. Let me lavish it on you simply because you are my beloved child. No matter where you go, whether traveling far or staying in familiar places, I am always by your side. You cannot slip beyond my gaze, nor do I wish you to evade me. My desire is to walk alongside you, marveling at life's wonders, consoling your worries, and celebrating your victories. There is no part of your journey I do not care about. While human patience may fade, mine endures. When you stumble, I encourage you to get up again. When you laugh, I rejoice with you. When you cry, I provide consolation that surpasses what words can explain. This is my enduring promise to you, a commitment that never expires. Some relationships in your life might become strained, leaving you unsure how to mend the divide. A kind word has the power to dissolve anger, a candid apology can soften what was once hardened, and steady prayer can open the door to my unseen influence. Don't lose hope in the potential for reconciliation. Maintain humility, admitting your own faults, and stand firm against pride or bitterness. If the other person still holds distance, keep your heart open. Trust that at the right time, I can orchestrate chances for healing. You do not travel this road alone. My compassion blankets both you and those from whom you feel separated. I placed a quiet psalm within your spirit, a longing for creativity, joy, and connection. Sometimes you permit that music to be drowned by anxiety, remorse, or the constant rush of life. I invite you to carve out moments of stillness so you can hear it again. Let it point you toward your identity and the wonders around you. That melody might emerge through creativity, writing, service, or expressions of gratitude. However it appears, realize it originates from a sacred place deep within, a reminder that you were made for more than mere survival. I know you wrestle with questions about suffering, cruelty, and why a loving, powerful God allows such pain. Understand that free will, human decisions, and the journey of growth in an imperfect world all intersect to cause the hardships you see. I grieve beside you at every cruelty, yet my grand plan is one of eventual restoration and healing. Until that day, I empower you to be a source of empathy and justice amidst chaos. When you see pain, respond with compassion, trusting that each caring deed weaves more hope into our shared story. Though it is not always an easy path, it reveals the depth of resilience and the capacity for renewal I have placed within your soul and throughout humanity. Look within yourself. Are there visions you forsook because you felt inadequate or guilty? Remember, I do not seek perfection, but a willingness to learn. If you still sense a dream burning within you, bring it to me. Ask for clarity and for the resources to move forward. Sometimes your setbacks are precisely the training that fortifies your spirit for achieving those aims with humility. Embrace the path, recognizing that what seems like diversion might teach you vital lessons, setting the stage for a season in which those visions become reality. Let prayer become a genuine dialogue rather than a one-sided speech. After you speak, take a moment to listen. I do not always respond in grand revelations. Sometimes my guidance comes as a gentle, persistent nudge in your heart. Perhaps it is an unshakable peace about a choice or a subtle caution urging you to wait. If you feel prompted to reach out to someone, do so in love. If you sense a need to withdraw from a situation, trust that I might be guarding you from harm. Stay connected to me so that even if you misstep, we can turn it into a meaningful lesson. View the interruptions in your day not as nuisances, but as openings for my grace. A sudden pause might reveal someone in need of a kind word or a supportive gesture. Instead of resenting these disruptions, consider that I may be making you aware of a need only you can meet at that moment. When you act on these silent invitations, you become a conduit of my compassion. In the end, you too will be enriched by the care you have given. Keep your heart sensitive, for some of life's greatest blessings arrive through these unplanned encounters. You may worry that your life is unremarkable or that your circle of influence is small. In my eyes, greatness is measured by a sincere and loving spirit, not by worldly acclaim. Even humble acts of kindness can reverberate through eternity. Be faithful in what appears modest. I see every choice you make to show love, to restrain your temper, to forgive, and to illuminate someone else's darkness. Such gestures shape a legacy more precious than any fleeting recognition. Living in agreement with what my heart brings a fulfillment beyond anything external accomplishments can offer. Lift your eyes to the vast sky and remember that I am boundless in creativity and possibilities. Just as the horizon extends beyond your line of sight, my designs for you exceed your current understanding. When challenges arise, do not shrink back. Recall that I am by your side, giving you the courage to tackle whatever stands before you. You are not limited by your human frailties, because my strength becomes visible in your weakness. Each day offers a chance to step forward with new confidence. When you doubt who you are or struggle to find belonging, seek my perspective. I have called you precious, chosen, and deeply loved. When you confront messages that oppose this truth, anchor yourself in my words. They will reassure you that nothing can snatch you from my hand. Emotions may waver, but my steady presence remains. The more you dwell on my truth, the more you will sense a firm assurance within. Though you might not always feel strong, resting in me cultivates resilience and clarity about your true identity. Practice celebrating me, even amid difficulties. Gratitude can realign your outlook, helping you see my faithfulness in every situation. Notice simple miracles. A friend's thoughtful note, sunshine after a week of rain, a nourishing meal, a burst of laughter during stress. Though these might look minor, they collectively highlight my involvement in daily life. As you continue in thankfulness, your heart grows lighter and blossoms with fresh optimism, reminding you of endless reasons to trust in a brighter tomorrow. Stay connected to me when you are tempted by fleeting thrills that eventually wound your spirit. You might be drawn toward reckless habits, toxic relationships, or other diversions promising a brief escape. Yet they cannot occupy the space in your soul that only I can fill. Face the truth about whether something lifts you up or merely numbs your pain. I yearn for you to thrive, which means discarding what depletes your life force. Whenever a particular temptation persists, bring it to me. I will provide the discernment and self-control required to remain firm. You do not battle these impulses alone. Never forget, I am a God of fresh horizons, continually inviting you to expand, grow, and flourish. You need not remain trapped by old cycles if you truly desire change. Each time you align your heart with mine, you draw closer to the abundant life I designed for you. A life featuring emotional wholeness, spiritual depth, and the joy of sharing my love with those around you. Do not allow discouragement to tell you that progress is impossible. Although it might unfold in small increments, each step reveals my grace, renewing your thoughts, healing your heart, and kindling your purpose. I see the quiet burdens you bear for those dear to you, hoping they will be blessed, healed, or freed from their difficulties. Bring these heartfelt wishes to me. Pray for insight in how best to support them. Love them without overstepping boundaries. Always recall that I am also working in their lives in ways you cannot see. It is hard to watch someone struggle, but know that I am involved in their story as well. You can intercede for them, and I hear your sincere petitions. Make space for my timing and ways, trusting that I can show my love to them in the moment and manner best suited for their circumstances. Do not forget me during your bright moments or accomplishments. While you may easily turn to me in hardship, I also delight in celebrating your victories. Whenever something wonderful happens, let gratitude arise. Recognize that all goodness has its origin in my generosity. Gratitude fosters deeper intimacy between us and sharpens your vision to see more reasons for thankfulness. As you honor these blessings, great and small, your heart remains open to my ongoing desire to bless you further. Keep in mind that I am not a distant observer who started the world and then withdrew. I am deeply engaged, spreading compassion through people just like you. When you show kindness to a neighbor, offer solace to someone who feels invisible, or release a wrong that could have expanded into bitterness, you participate in this living embodiment of love. You are not here simply as an onlooker. You are a vessel of my grace. Every day presents opportunities to be empathetic, patient, and loving. By doing so, you display my character to those who may never read a holy book or step into a place of worship. In you, they witness proof that love remains alive and hope is still a powerful force. Life can resemble a continual cycle of gains and losses, but I stay as your constant anchor. Nothing can remove you from my love, no matter how situations change. You may lose possessions, relationships, or illusions, but you will never lose me. I have pledged to walk every stretch of road beside you, whether it climbs to joyous heights or descends into sorrowful valleys. Rest your confidence on this everlasting truth. You belong to me, and I am fully dedicated to your good. As long as you keep turning toward me, you will uncover rest, courage, and clarity beyond anything worldly comforts can supply. When your personal strength feels lacking, remember that my power reaches perfection in your weakness. Admitting your limitations brings no shame. It is actually a sign of spiritual maturity to acknowledge where you end and I begin. Allow me to fill the emptiness you cannot fill, to carry you when burdens grow too heavy. Joined by your trust, my strength reveals wonders. You do not need to be self-sufficient. Surrender that illusion and lean on my inexhaustible resources. Finding that genuine power emerges through partnership with me. My heart rejoices whenever you immerse yourself in my life-giving words. As you do so, you fortify your mind with truths that repel deceit. The more you take in these truths, the more swiftly you identify and reject the lies seeking entry into your heart. My wish is that you nourish your spirit every day with messages that inspire hope, conviction, and compassion. Let these words sink in deeply until they shape both your choices and the way you see the world. If you are unsure where to begin, reflect on my nature: loving, patient, just, and merciful. Grounding your mind in these traits shields you from despair and condemnation. It matters not how old you are, your social standing, or your past. My invitation is consistent. Live boldly, animated by love. You might feel it's too late to contribute meaningfully, or that you lack the influence others enjoy. Yet if you are breathing, you still have the power to brighten the lives around you. It could be raising children to value kindness, aiding neighbors in need, volunteering your time, or offering a comforting smile to a stranger who feels unseen. Every compassionate deed matters and reflects my heart in action. I rejoice in your willingness to spread my peace and joy. Never underestimate the gift of rest. In a world urging constant productivity, you must discover regular times to be still. Rest is not laziness. It is a rhythm I wove into life for your well-being. When you pause from work, you let your body, mind, and spirit recover. You also show trust, acknowledging the world does not revolve on your efforts alone. Rest creates space for deeper awareness of my presence, refreshing your insight and renewing the energy you need. Embrace rest as the blessing I intended. a remedy for the soul, promoting vitality and strength. Lift your eyes to the night sky whenever doubts about my power arise. Look upon its immeasurable expanse and its multitude of glowing stars. Know that I rule over this vast universe, yet I still care for even the smallest details of your life. This apparent paradox, my dominion over all and my tender attention to each one, reveals the fullness of who I am. Beauty and wonder envelop you if you choose to see them. Stand in awe and let your spirit absorb the truth that if I nurture the stars and the seas, how much more do I treasure you, crafted in my likeness and adored with a relentless passion. You might feel buried under responsibilities or frightened by the ever-quickening pace of change. Understand that it is permissible to slow down, to seek my presence in quiet reflection. I will never rush you through transformation. I beckon you into it step by step, moment by moment. As you practice patience with yourself, you will detect how my patient love has upheld you all along. Growth is not always dramatic. Sometimes it is as subtle as a bud unfolding in the morning sun. You may not immediately see the transformation occurring within you, but each small advance matters. When old hurts surface, resist the urge to flee in fear. Instead, bring them into my healing light. Let me teach you how to relinquish their grip on your heart. Yes, they are woven into your story, but they need not dictate your destiny. Facing these memories in my presence provides comfort and clarity. Over time, these same memories can become catalysts for empathy, equipping you to relate to and uplift others wrestling with similar wounds. Embrace your journey, despite its trials. It has also included bright flashes of beauty, crucial lessons, and personal evolution. Be grateful for every step, whether overflowing with joy or marked by hardship, and offer your story back to me so I may shape it for a purpose that reflects my compassion. Disregard neither your slow progress nor your setbacks. These are parts of a bigger tapestry. I see how each fragment can integrate into a purposeful whole, blessing not only you but many around you. Look within and notice where the fear of failing holds you back. Ask me to reveal where caution has become stagnation. Sometimes the greatest breakthroughs lie on the other side of a risk, guided by my spirit. I do not promise a path devoid of obstacles, but I promise my unwavering presence. Should you slip, I will catch you. If you fall, I will lift you. Let my commitment to your growth embolden you to attempt new ventures, trusting that even your missteps might serve a higher design for your life. I long for you to understand my profound involvement in your existence. I am not remote or detached. I rejoice in every instance of trust you direct toward me, in every sincere prayer, every spark of wonder, and each decision to believe in me despite your circumstances. I am thrilled when you abandon negativity to embrace compassion. You were created to reflect aspects of my nature to the people around you, living proof of goodness, hope, and reconciliation. When they see your patience, it reflects my patience. When they experience your kindness, they glimpse my kindness. Your everyday acts of love hold great importance. Be watchful of the urge to withdraw from others when life feels overwhelming. Pain might tempt you to isolate yourself behind walls to avoid more hurt. Although solitude can be restorative if it reconnects you with me, complete isolation deprives you of support and understanding. People are flawed, conflicts will occur, yet do not abandon the possibility of genuine relationships flourishing amid imperfections. I fashioned human beings to thrive together. Your gifts, insights, and presence can enrich others, just as they, in turn, can bless you. Pursue healthy connections and remain open to those who show genuine concern. When someone's behavior tests your patience or stokes your anger, try to remember they too may carry unseen burdens. This does not excuse harmful acts, but can help you respond with thoughtfulness instead of aggression. Often, unkindness reflects a person's inner turmoil, though you should stay wise about letting them too close if they cause repeated harm. Do not allow hatred to root in your soul. Extend compassion when it is prudent, and pray for the transformation that only I can accomplish within them. I see when you feel inadequate, You might observe others meeting goals you have not reached, and you worry you are falling behind. Let me remind you, your life is not a contest. Each person follows a path uniquely theirs. You find significance in faithfully walking wherever I lead you, not in matching someone else's pace. Rejoice in others' accomplishments, trusting that I have a singular and perfect plan unfolding in your life. Doing so keeps envy from taking hold and keeps your heart ready to welcome blessings arriving on my timetable for you. When you feel drawn to deepen your connection, whether it's greater prayer, more devoted study, or a stronger dedication to me, do not ignore that nudge. Such yearnings are my invitations, calling you closer so you can experience a fuller measure of who I am. You may doubt your readiness or merit, but do not let this stop you. I equip any heart that is willing. Come as you are, in honesty and longing, and I will meet you. I will fill your life with my wisdom, presence, and tranquility, transforming everyday moments into sacred encounters. Disappointments sometimes arise in faith. You held certain hopes, but they were not realized as expected. Remember that I see from a vantage you cannot reach. Sometimes, safeguarding you from a quick fix prepares you for a far greater blessing. Other times, hardship fosters growth, crucial for a broader plan. Though it's natural to feel let down, never forget that my love stays constant. I can pull good from even the bleakest circumstances. Persist in hope, and you will ultimately recognize my intricate pattern, working for your good and the good of those around you. Bring your doubts about me directly to me. I do not fear your toughest questions, criticisms, or uncertainties. True faith flourishes in honest exploration, not blind acceptance. If you are troubled by suffering or perplexed about belief, let me be part of your questioning. Seek guidance in my words, in trusted counselors, and in your own sincere reflection. Gradually, truth will take shape, sometimes through a sudden shift in how you perceive my work in the world. Allow my love to dispel cynicism that may have settled in your heart. The world can be brutal, and witnessing injustice may cloud your vision. Yet let compassion guide your response. Pray for those who ache, stand for those who lack a voice, and walk with those who are marginalized. These small gestures of kindness can channel my healing into wounded spaces, and your own faith will be fortified. Even if you doubt your impact, recall that I can multiply your efforts in ways you cannot foresee. If a void exists within you, uncertainty about your direction or accomplishments, refocus on why you were created: to love me, to love others, and to walk hand in hand with the one who made you. Meaning emerges when these foundational truths shape your interactions and decisions. Worldly pursuits are not inherently wrong, but they are not the ultimate barometer of a fulfilling life. Stay anchored in my love every day. Nurture relationships built on trust and kindness, and you will see emptiness replaced by a deep sense of alignment with my purpose. Take refuge in knowing my supply of second chances never runs dry. If you fail today, I am here tomorrow to guide you anew. If you violate your conscience, I await your contrition, ready to steer you toward restoration. If your hope flickers, I patiently remind you that hope in me is never in vain. This ongoing pattern of falling and rising is part of the human experience, and I walk it with you each time. You are never cast out from my love. Let this truth free you from guilt and open your heart to growth, discovery, and fresh attempts. Life progresses through many stages, from childhood into adolescence and beyond, from one job to another, from one home to another. Each transition may spur excitement, sorrow, or anxiety. Throughout them all, I am your constant. Though your surroundings shift, I hold you firmly. Embrace change as an opportunity to adopt a broader perspective and begin anew. If fear emerges, bring it into my light. Let my comforting hand steady your heart, reminding you that in my presence you have a stable foundation. Each season can bear fruit if you keep your heart receptive to my guidance, even on roads you did not anticipate traveling. When blessings pour into your life, share them. You were never meant to store up favor only for yourself. Whether it's your time, material resources, insights, or a caring spirit, pass them along freely. Generosity aligns with my own nature. As you practice it, you will notice even greater abundance within your own life. This act is not self-serving. It expresses the spirit of love I wove into creation. By giving from your blessings, you become part of a cycle that channels good to others. You will discover a deeper joy in giving, while my grace multiplies your acts in astonishing ways. Should you ever feel unequal to the hurdles awaiting you, find comfort that I have been preparing you in small ways all along. Daily lessons accumulate into a wealth of experience. Seemingly minor occurrences, like learning patience after a minor setback, may prove priceless when you encounter bigger trials. Trust this unfolding. Keep your senses attuned to how I instruct you, through sacred writings, through life's events, through the voices of others, or through the quiet stirrings of conscience. Over time, you will see that these lessons shaped your character in ways you would not have sought, yet fully equipped you for a higher calling than you initially imagined. If the chasm between your ideals and reality causes conflict in your soul, do not give up. That very tension can point you toward the transformation your heart craves. Acknowledge your limitations and invite me to work in them. Where your environment calls for improvement, take small yet meaningful steps. Let this tension propel you to become more loving, patient, and courageous. I move within the tension you feel, molding your desires and direction. Give it to me, and watch as I turn your disappointments into drive, your turmoil into clarity, and your longings into compassionate deeds. Pause for a moment. Inhale and sense the life filling your lungs. Let it represent the gift of existence, nourished by my spirit. Even amidst your busy schedule, you can take a brief second to remember my presence and my unwavering love. Exhale your anxiety, inhale trust. Develop the discipline of these small pauses. They anchor you in the present, reinforcing the reality that you are upheld by a love far larger than any trouble crowding your mind. Each pause reaffirms our bond, creator and created, father and child, guide and follower. Observe the world around you and recognize that not a single person is beyond the reach of my love. This includes those you struggle to comprehend or whose behavior you disapprove of. If you wrestle with animosity or judgment, bring these feelings to me. Ask for eyes to see the wounds that might motivate their actions. This does not grant impunity for harm, but urges you to let compassion guide your responses. Sometimes love manifests as firm boundaries or assertive truth, yet it remains rooted in a desire for healing. You become a vessel of that love when you refuse to dismiss anyone as hopeless. It warms my heart when you find joy in life's simple pleasures. A shared meal, a walk under the open sky, a child's pure laughter, a hushed moment of awe. I set a capacity for wonder in your spirit. Tend to it. Let yourself be touched by beauty and goodness. Though they may appear small, these instances powerfully confirm that there is still grace and delight in the world. By pausing to appreciate them, you cultivate gratitude and joy that radiate into your interactions with others. This mindful awareness of small blessings fortifies your spirit, reminding you that no matter life's trials, gifts of grace are there, waiting to be recognized. Your value does not hinge on competing with others. Many voices might insist you do more, gain more, or be more to validate your worth. My voice calls you to trust in the truth that who you are is already treasured. Should you place your worth in external measures, you risk forgetting the inherent dignity I instilled in you from the start. That dignity remains, irrespective of changes in your circumstances. Embrace it and let go of the unending drive to prove yourself. Then you begin living with serenity and assurance, certain that your identity is rooted in my unfailing love rather than external achievements. Lean on me in times of solitude. If you suspect nobody truly understands the subtleties of your feelings, I see them clearly. If you sense that no one hears your soft cries, know that I hear each one. Although I designed you to seek human connections, and I encourage cultivating those, they cannot fulfill every longing. Let me fill the vacant spaces in your heart, so you will not seek completion in places that harm you. Share your solitary moments with me, discovering a friendship extending past human limits. Through this, your connection with others becomes more genuine, free of desperation, for it stems from a heart that has found completeness in me. If you have lost something of tremendous value, be it a treasured bond, a promising chance, or your sense of safety, allow yourself to grieve. I understand the pain of letting go of what felt stable. Let me stay with you in that grief. Healing requires time. Tears can cleanse the illusions that cloud your heart, making room for budding possibilities. In time, I will show you how to gather the fragments and fashion a fresh viewpoint. Do not hurry through sorrow. I walk patiently beside you, offering solace and the abiding truth that no loss severs you from my constant love. Celebrate the truth that you can always have a new beginning. Every sunrise brings renewed mercy for you. Regardless of the past, you can realign yourself with my guidance today. Hand me your missteps and regrets, allowing me to exchange them for hope and purpose. You do not have to remain locked in past decisions when your spirit seeks transformation. Advance with confidence, knowing I see and honor every attempt you make to shape your life around love and truth. My grace sustains you, and my power finds completion in your sincere openness. Remain close to my heart, and you will notice that your load becomes lighter. This doesn't mean you will evade all trouble, but you will never face it alone or unprepared. My spirit offers clarity when confusion reigns, solace when tears fall, and courage in the presence of fear. Lean on my enduring pledge to you. Let this trust ground you so that despite how fiercely the winds may blow, you stand secure in your identity, loved by me, eternally and unconditionally. Embrace this very moment, aware you are cherished, and venture ahead with confidence, certain that I will never depart from your side. My beloved child, as our time together in this sacred space comes to a close, remember that my love is your everlasting refuge, a sanctuary where hope, healing, and miracles flow without end. Let this channel be your daily retreat, a place to be renewed in my grace and strength. Subscribe, share, and return often, for each visit deepens your connection to my truth and fills your heart with boundless joy. Stay close to me, and let my promises light your path every single day. Amen.